Sitting here and missing you. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to another Monday with conversations from a masterful raconteur. I am your host, Florida's own Barry S. McLeod. I was thinking today about my grandchildren, and I have this one granddaughter here, man. She, I don't have really any favoritism towards my grandchildren, but she's the one that she's old enough to talk with me on a very mature level, and she's smart, and she's the one that's been around me the most, you know. And so I was thinking about her, and it's almost Christmas time, y'all. It's almost Christmas time. So I posed this question to myself: my grand Christmas. My grand Christmas. Man, how much is it going to cost me this year? You got grandchildren? I know you love them. If you do, how expensive are they going to be this year? Have you thought about it? I'm going to share a little bit about my grandchildren and just talk about this because I'm trying to psych myself up for a budget. Before I jump all the way in, my new movie, SheDaPlaya, is a comedy movie, and it's available at bbinging.com. If you haven't seen the movie, why don't you be one of those who have watched it and get your laugh on, Go to bbinging.com. That's spelled BBINGN.com. I am an independent filmmaker. A lot of people know me, but most people don't. So, hey, I'm no celebrity, and maybe you can be one of those people that can help me elevate, because between the cast and the crew and just all the good work that we have done, I think we have a film that's really, really good. And I just recently submitted it into some film festivals, and we won't get the results back for several months. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Want to send a shout out there to the cast of SheDaPlaya. Also, the Florida Storm Comedy and Jam Tour, featuring some of Florida's best comics and Florida's best R&B, jazz, and blues band, called affectionately Florida's Own. We will be back in Dunedin this Saturday, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6 o'clock. So if you want to have a good time, get your laugh on, and listen to some really good live music. And this is an old school party now. We don't do it with the shoot 'em up crowd. We just don't do that. So all of our following are people that's, you see this face, they're in this category, give or take 15 years or so. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna be getting our jam on back in Dunedin again. Last month was outstanding. It was our first show there, and we were very surprised at how much people enjoyed it. So we're coming back, and you can Google the 900 Club in Dunedin, and it's always smart in there to reserve your seat, because seating is limited. and it's a nice, cozy atmosphere in there. Really nice, cozy atmosphere. So check it out and call or contact Google the 900 Club Dunellen and make your reservations for your seat. The way they do it, when you reserve a seat, depending on how you want to do your VIP, you have your drink already on the table waiting for you. Okay, so check that out. But anyway, I have this granddaughter here, man, and very, very, very rarely will you see me share personal photos of family and my children and stuff like that. I have a couple of granddaughters, beautiful granddaughters, man, up in the ATL, and their mother. She posts pictures of them quite regularly, and but they still young, and I'm waiting for them to get to that age where they can pick up the phone and call their granddaddy or text their granddaddy. Then I have another granddaughter, excuse me, uh, local to me. She's not quite ready yet. She's getting there though. When she see her granddaddy, her eyes stretch and she knows that's her granddaddy, and she comes and show her granddaddy some love. But this one right here, this one, man, um, I boasted about her this past 4th of July. I was sharing a story with some close family and friends yesterday. I was talking about my granddaughter. That's probably why she's been in my spirit so strong in the last 48 hours. But we were talking about grandkids, and I was telling them how I had went to meet her um, uh, at a 4th of July event, the fireworks and that kind of thing. And me, I'm just not very comfortable with um, young people. No disrespect to young people. My granddaughter's young, but we all know that this new generation of young people, man, it's iffy sometimes. It's very iffy sometimes. And I got a little too much going for myself, and I want to live even if I didn't have much anything going for myself. I don't want nobody to harm me, you know. So I don't really feel comfortable being around young people that much in them environments where, man, that music banging, banging, and them boys they be in their little groups and they be sectioned off and they doing their little thing, and next thing you know. But anyway, we were at the fireworks thing, and she really touched my heart so deep because I expected her to meet me, show me some love, chat with me for a little bit, and then leave and go be with her friends. But she did the complete opposite. She stayed with me like the whole time. And so we were talking, and I'm listening to her mind, and I'm checking out her attitude, and she was asking me some real questions that mean something to her life and her future. And I felt so proud that my granddaughter was asking me questions and giving me the opportunity to give her some feedback. And that was just really, really special. And as we were talking, some of her friends would come up to her, and several times she'd step away from me within several feet or so and chop it up with her friends, and then they leave, and then she come right back and just hang out with me. She didn't know that after standing around out there in that field where the fireworks were, after standing around for about an hour and a half, my body was starting to, my mind had already told me, man, you should have brought a chair, but I didn't. So after an hour and a half standing around, I'm kind of starting to feel like, man, oh, I don't know how much longer I want to do this. And the fireworks had not even started. So, so more and more young people are coming, and I'm checking them out, and I'm like, man, I'm getting more and more uncomfortable. So at a certain point, I'm thinking, man, you know what? I fireworks still hadn't started. We're about 2.5 hours now waiting, and I'm like, man, I gotta go. I can't make it. And I was borderline telling my granddaughter, look, baby, granddaddy gotta go. You know, my back starting to ache, my feet tired from standing. I'm not that young man that I used to be, and this is all going through my mind. And then, but what was really more so going on in my mind was, man, these fools start shooting out here, man. You know that ain't gonna be good, and I don't like to be on them kind of scenes. So I was trying to figure out how to tell her that I was going to leave, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, what kind of granddaddy you gonna be if you leave and if they do start shooting and you're gonna leave your granddaughter out here? So I was stuck. I had to stay. And that was just the way the creator orchestrates things, because nothing went down. They had a couple of little things that looked like it was on the verge of it, but nothing big happened. And it gave me more time to spend with my granddaughter, and we were talking and just really, really having some really, really solid, wonderful bonding and conversation. And I was just amazed at how she was, because she's, I don't think she's 16. I think she's just 15, I think. I was just amazed at how my granddaughter just talking to me and, you know, just her maturity level. And man, that was really cool. And so now here it is, almost Christmas time. You know, I was thinking, okay, sometimes you be scared to ask these young people, what do you want for Christmas? Because the stuff that they may tell you they want for Christmas, you know, I'm not no rich guy. I would love to be a rich guy and say, well, baby, whatever you want, you tell granddaddy, and it is yours. But that's not the case with her granddaddy. So, I'm like, okay, I wonder what she wants for Christmas. She deserves to have the best. She really does. She's a good girl. She's not in trouble. She's doing her schoolwork. She's carrying herself like a young lady. She's not out there trying to look like hot mama, even with this black dress on here. And my granddaughter's tall, man. She is a young version of Maria Taylor. If you know who Maria Taylor is. And I can see her being tall like that. I don't think she's gonna be as tall as Leslie, the WNBA player. My granddaughter's gonna be real tall. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, man, she's beautiful. And a nice dress. But that's what it is. But when I look at that, she looks classy. She looks glamorous. She looks like a young, decent woman. And she ain't out there trying to show everybody her sexuality. She just, if I guess she just sexy naturally. you know. But I'm proud of her because of the way she carries herself. And all of that, I'm thinking, what is a budget that anybody just have a budget that they create for Christmas, for their grandchildren? Because I'm that kind of guy. The holidays just be up on me and then I deal with it. I don't plan like most people do. Like, I see it coming, I hear it coming, I'm aware that it's coming, but I don't sit around and plan. Like, I was in the mall today, and there's this display of this artist had this display of like really abstract marble, colorful, brilliant colors. This artwork that was really, really gorgeous, and it was quite expensive too. But I wanted her father, who was a man who was older than me. He approached me and was telling me about it. I'm like thinking, man, I would love to be able to just buy something like this and just buy 3 or 4 pieces and give it to somebody. But I ended up buying a really nice card that was in the form of a card, represented one of the art pieces that was, good size. And all the while I'm walking around in the mall, I'm thinking about, what can I buy? How much am I willing to spend? And I was just wondering, man, you know, I'm not good at that because I always just give money, you know. And then sometime I'm thinking, okay, well, how about Barry? You just buy a gift, have it wrapped. Cause when I wrap Christmas present, they look like a Christmas present. You know, it look like a Christmas present, but it ain't all them crisp corners and that precise folding and flush and all of that right there. You can't see the tape. You can see the tape on mine. You can see the be kind of the folding be kind of off, and I'm not really into all that, But I was trying to tell myself to maybe do it. But what do you buy? A young person. I last Christmas I asked her, I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" "I want an iPhone. I want." Man, I'm like, wait a minute. Hold it. Oh man, that's quite a budget. And I look at her now and I think how proud she's making us. And I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm from the old school, so I don't believe in just buying stuff just to spoil a young person. I buy, if I'm gonna spoil you, I'd rather just give you some money and then you go do it with it what you want to do with it. But if I'm gonna buy you a gift, if I'm gonna take the time to go and look, and I hate being in them crowds and I hate being in traffic, but if I'm gonna take the time to go through all of that and buy a gift, then my gift has to be something that has to do with something significant, something that is more needed, that's cool and likable, but more so needed. Like, for example, if you needed a computer, that's an easy one to do because you got to have that technology. That's an easy one. But, cell phones take care of computers. Y'all can see I got a desktop. I'm coming to you right here on my laptop. Then I got 2 cell phones, and most young people, I don't know, most young people I'm aware of, they don't have desktops and stuff like that. Of course, I need it for my work, but technology. They got the earbuds. What else can you get them? Somebody give me some suggestions. I need some suggestions. You know, Otherwise, I'm going to end up doing what I just typically do. Money. This is how much money I'm willing to afford. And there it is. Whatever you do with it, it's what you do. But I don't like to see them take the money and just go do something that when the money is gone, kind of like that, what do you have to show for it? I kind of want to see them make smart decisions and have something to show for it rather than just going out blinging and wanting to show off and let people see that you got the latest look with this, the latest look with that, And so I don't know. I thought I'd challenge you all today. What are you going to do for your grandkids for Christmas? What kind of budget are you going to have? Because the clock is ticking, man. We are, Christmas is like next week. Next week. Isn't that something? We are almost to 2026. Remember 25, almost 26 years ago when 2000 came, it was talking about the world getting ready to come to an end. Go get all your money out the bank. Everybody was running crazy trying to figure out this new millennium, or whatever they call it. The millennium, I forgot what they called it back then. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When 2000 was approaching us and everybody was freaking out. Now here it is, almost 26 years later. Nothing crazy happened. More crazy stuff in the world happened. But anyway, I know if you got grandkids, you love your grandkids, and probably somebody that loves the Lord and everything, they're going to remind you that uh, what's the main reason for this season? Who is the main reason for this season? You know, and but everybody got their own priorities, and everybody got their own ways that they find joy and happiness, and that's what I wish for everybody, to just be happy, have some joy, and I'm going to have some joy in spoiling my granddaughter. I just don't know where to begin. And Christmas is next week. So we'll see. Anyway, that's this topic right here is going to challenge somebody out there who's like me, who's lagging all the time, waiting to the last minute to do stuff. Yeah, Christmas is next week. Gotta go ahead and be about it. Excuse me. So I'll be back next week, Monday. At least I plan to, and I get an opportunity one more time to wish you a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas and all of that. But in case they say tomorrow ain't promised to nobody, so in case that doesn't happen, I'm going to wish everybody a happy holiday right now. If you want to give me a Christmas gift, go to bbinging.com and support my new movie, SheDaPlaya. That's the best gift you can give me. Go to bbingn.com. bbingn.com. You can watch the movie for 7 days for just $7, or you can watch it for 30 days for $2.99. It's on you. Just support, okay? Support not just me, support all these talented actors that made this movie what it is. It is really a good, funny comedy movie. Anyway, y'all take care. Florida's own Barry S. McLeod. Truly the right kind of different.